As the 80s unfolded, the drug trade cast a long and ominous shadow over Colombia, and at the center of it all stood Pablo Escobar. As his life reached its violent conclusion, his funeral became a spectacle, reflecting the divided sentiments of a nation. Join us as we unravel what really happened at Pablo Escobar's funeral that may terrify you. Background: Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, the notorious Colombian drug lord, built an empire that left an indelible mark on history. In 1976, Escobar solidified his influence by establishing the infamous Medellin cartel, an organization that would come to dominate the cocaine trade globally. Innovating the distribution of powder cocaine, he pioneered smuggling routes from Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador through Colombia into the United States. By the 1980s, Escobar's Medellin cartel was responsible for monthly shipments totaling an astonishing 70 to 80 tons of cocaine into the US, solidifying his position as one of the wealthiest criminals in history. However, Escobar's rise to power was fraught with violent confrontations and power struggles. His constant battles with rival cartels, both within Colombia and abroad, led to a trail of massacres and the targeted assassinations of police officers, judges, locals, and even prominent politicians. The 1982 Colombian parliamentary election saw Escobar elected as an alternate member of the Chamber of Representatives, allowing him to manipulate political influence through community projects, further solidifying his image as a controversial yet influential figure. Escobar's legacy. Escobar's demise in 1993 signaled the conclusion of a relentless 16-month pursuit by Colombian authorities. However, the aftermath of his death unfolded in a manner that would be etched into the annals of history as a chaotic and surreal event, underscoring the intricate legacy he bequeathed to the world. The funeral proceedings, which should have been a solemn affair, transformed into a spectacle that encapsulated the paradoxical nature of Pablo Escobar's impact. Thousands converged at the burial site, creating an atmosphere that teetered between mourning and celebration. The sheer magnitude of the crowd highlighted the polarized sentiments surrounding the notorious drug lord. The chaotic scenes witnessed at Escobar's funeral were emblematic of the duality inherent in his legacy. On one hand, there were those who mourned the loss of a figure who, to some, symbolized a controversial form of charisma and a twisted sense of benevolence. On the other hand, the atmosphere also bore witness to a collective exhale of relief from those who had long suffered under the shadow of his criminal reign. At Pablo Escobar's burial in Medellin, thousands gathered for a mix of mourning and celebration. The atmosphere was charged with conflicting emotions, as some saw Escobar as a controversial hero, while others celebrated the end of a criminal era. Escobar's family faced challenges reaching the gravesite due to the overwhelming crowd, highlighting the divisive legacy he left behind. The clash of sentiments played out audibly with cheers and somber tones, and visually with shattered windows and a struggle to maintain order. The funeral, initially meant to be solemn, turned into a symbol of the enduring impact and complexities of Escobar's life and death. It revealed the challenges society faced in reconciling with the controversial figure that he was. Journalists reported scenes of chaos as people pushed to catch a glimpse of Escobar's casket, shattering windows in the process. Escobar's wife, son, and daughter were unable to reach the burial site due to the overwhelming crowd, emphasizing the divisive nature of his legacy. The funeral was a mix of emotions, with some shouting, "Long live Escobar," while others expressed relief at the demise of a man who had terrorized the country for years. The hasty burial witnessed frisking by military police and attempts by the crowd to break through police lines. Fear of retaliation from Escobar's associates loomed large, prompting high alert among Colombian authorities. The funeral was heavily guarded, with roadblocks and checkpoints set up in the vicinity. Despite these measures, incidents like a bombing at a nearby shopping center added to the tension. As Escobar was laid to rest, questions arose about the future of the Medellin cartel. Experts speculated that his death could signal the decline of the once powerful drug empire. The Colombian government, represented by President Cesar Gaviria, decorated the security forces responsible for Escobar's death with the Medal of Valor. In the end, Pablo Escobar's funeral encapsulated the complexities of his legacy, a mix of grief, celebration, fear, and tension. It served as a stark reminder of the impact he had on Colombia and the ongoing struggle of the government to combat the drug trade and bring peace to the country. That's all for today's uncovering of the shocking events at Pablo Escobar's funeral. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more riveting content. Until next time.